My name is Cheng Man, and I'll be the host for the opening ceremony for this conference. So this is the first ever time that APU organized a conference that focuses on women in ICT, and we are very honored to have a lot of speakers from different countries such as Greece, US, India, and so on, joining us in the later sessions for today. So for those who don't know, March is actually the month to celebrate International Women's Day, and we are very honored to have so many women leaders joining us to share about developments in ICT. So we're gonna have leaders who are in this corporate industry for ICT sharing about 5G, and we also have researchers and academicians who have done extremely well in publishing so many journals that are related to technology. And they have only one thing in common, which is they are all women. And I'm a woman as well, and I'm proud of all of them. And I think this is a very great initiative where we celebrate their success together. So before we start off the symposium for today, we would like to invite our Deputy Vice Chancellor and our Chief Innovation Officer, Professor Vinish, to say a few words and to congratulate the success of our fellow women colleagues. Welcome, Dr. Vinish.
Thank you, Cheng Man, for addressing the symposium. Yeah, everyone, good afternoon and welcome to the first International Symposium for Women in ICT. Something that started as a thought process, as just an idea, has finally reached its pinnacle day, which is today, and we're ready to sort of offer this to the public domain. I'm very proud of my working team, yeah, because led by Associate Professor Swan, they have taken the idea into a working task force that included some of the prominent female staff from the ICT team. And now we have what you will see today for the next 7 to 8 hours. It is the first of its kind, and we hope to do it year in, year out. And as what Cheng Man said earlier, it's in line with the International Women's Day, which was actually on the 8th of March. So we went into a very rigorous and very in detail, fast, quick put together of the symposium today. And I'd like to thank also the speakers who have come from the global speakers from different countries. You got Dr. Helen Kim from the US, you got Dr. Sujita from India, you got Miss Tula from South Africa, you got our very own Prof. Apta from Malaysia, you have also Dr. Margarita from Greece, and then you also have Miss Padmawati from India. So they will be sharing all the wonderful topics with us over the next 7 to 8 hours. And it's interesting because women in ICT is not a common topic, but it is a very important topic in terms of the divides there are in ICT. So in general, if you've done some research like what I've done, there are mainly three common divides in ICT. Yeah, there's the technological divide, which relates to the infrastructure and the methods and networks and methodologies and platforms that there are in technology as a provision. Second, there is content divide. Now, content, for example, is whatever that's put up in the web. And believe it or not, almost 70% of web content is unnecessary content. That's what the research states. The third content is the gender divide. The third divide is the gender divide. And that's interesting because there are lesser females in the world today that have accessibility to ICT tools, provisions, and things like that. And the symposium that we have today showcases the prominence of women in ICT, whereby women have come a long way towards becoming the strength and power behind ICT development. And that is capacity building itself. Moving forward, I think women will only go stronger in ICT. And there are certain things that we have to work on. There are other statistics in the new areas of ICT. For example, cloud computing, there's only 12% of women that are involved. There is data science where there is another 14% of women involved, and then AI, which has a little bit higher, 26% of women involvement. And those are areas for growth for women. And everything starts from education. And at APU, we have ICT as our forte, and where we offer education in many different facets of ICT, uh, which leads to professional employment. And that's what we want to do. We want to embark on further building on the numbers for women in ICT. And this symposium only allows for us to showcase the interests, showcase professionals in ICT, and also showcase some of the uh, areas and topics that are very relative to ICT. And I thank the working team that has put this together. And I wish all the speakers a wonderful day starting now till tonight. Yeah. So thank you everyone and enjoy the symposium to the best of your time and availability.
Thank you. Thank you so
Thank you.
much, Prof. Vinesh. Yeah, I think what we experience as a woman is other than empowering our own success, we are highly empowered and encouraged by a lot of men who are so supportive together with us and giving us the opportunities to grow. And I believe ICT will be a field where women can grow very, very strongly, like what Professor Vinesh has said. And just for your information, at APU, our schools, head of schools, I would say about 50% of us are women, and one of them is none other than our head of School of Computing, who is also the academic director at APU. She's Associate Professor Wong Biswan, who has a very extensive experience in terms of computing, media, multimedia related fields as well. So she will tell you what are the importance of empowering women in through this symposium and what do we plan to deliver to you. And let's put our hands together and welcome Associate Professor Wong.
Thank you, Cheng Man. Thank you, Prof. Vinesh, for a interesting opening. And good afternoon, everybody. If you are logging on from other parts of the world, maybe it's in the morning or in the evening. So good morning and good evening. My name is Swan. I'm the head for School of Computing. Yeah, I feel really, really honored today and very fortunate to be given this opportunity to lead this symposium. Of course, with a very strong backup from my team, all superwomen. It's interesting to see Prof. Vinesh is the only gentleman in the team. So he has given us a lot of support and assistance in setting the symposium up. Um, I really feel that we have very, very strong lineup of speakers today from different parts of the world. So they will be sharing their experiences, their journey, their stories on how they are juggling between families, kids, children, and work, and yet achieving a great deal in the area of ICT. I hope you guys will tune in for all those sessions. The first session will start at 1:30, and there will be different sessions that you can log on. And you can continue to follow the Facebook of APU and YouTube. And the last speaker will be at 8 o'clock tonight. This is Malaysian time, so depending on where you are logging on. Now, I put down the topic as why International Symposium for Women in ICT. Why do we do this? Yes, this month we are honoring the women with Women's Day. I think we have to honor women every day. So we in hope this is not going to be the last symposium that we will organize in this area. We hope to continue to organize similar symposium for years to come. And the team, we have said we want to inspire, we want to empower, and we want to celebrate women for their success. So this is our main motto, and this is what we want to do. One of the biggest reward for organizing this symposium is that we get to meet with all these different women from different areas within the ICT field. And I was doing a dry run with all of them, and I was having a snapshot to have a look at their slides. And I was getting very excited and, already inspired to want to hear more about their stories on the journey that they have embarked on and still embarking. Yeah, so we in hope that we can inspire the younger women to be continue to involve themselves in ICT and to be successful in whatever that they do. So yeah, we kind of make history today here in APU at least. But I hope this is only a starting point, and we will continue to network, to grow together with all the women from all over the world. So I hope you will enjoy the session that we have put up for you. We have connected for you, and I hope all the speakers will enjoy sharing their experiences and their stories. I'm not going to go into detail on the speakers. I think Prof. Vinesh has covered that as well, but you can also see it from our brochure and poster. So please tune in and listen to their stories. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Associate Professor Swan. Yep, so this is the opening ceremony. I hereby announce that the International Symposium of Women in ICT officially begins now. And coming up next, we will have different sessions which are all hosted on our APU Facebook and YouTube. If you'd like to interact with the speakers, please do. We would wish that you could ask questions, interact with each other through the comment sections. We will have our moderators addressing all the questions as well. So do sit back and relax, and we will bring to you different perspectives of women in different fields of ICT. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we hope you enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you.